Janie's Got a Gun. There's Aerosmith from their Pump album, and with Stephen and Joe here. What's another? There's this other. We played the Dulcimer Stomp. There's this other little interesting little instrumental piece.
Okay,
on
Joe
side
Perry
2.
wrote a song. Ask him about why he wrote "Don't Get Mad, Get Even."
Joe, why did you write "Don't Get Mad, Get Even"?
Oh, for lack of a better thing to do. That day was one of those days where you don't have an idea what you're going to write, because every day we would try and get something on a cassette, so we'd have something to bring home to show the wife that we've been at work, you know what I mean? You come back with an idea, here it is, this is what we wrote today, how do you like it, and it's like, okay, we've been there, we weren't off flying or fishing or any of the other things one might do. But I took Ragdoll and took the tape and turned it upside down on a 1/4 inch and just sort of like ran it backwards, and I got inspired from that to lay the chords down for Don't Get Mad, and it was I just wanted an excuse to play loud that day, and invented some anger that way, and Stephen heard the track and he came up with Don't Get Mad, Get Even in no time. It was like, it blew my mind, because like I played it for him and like in a half an hour it was done. I mean, there's other stuff that he does. It takes him days and days and sometimes weeks to get it.
Joe gets angry because I don't come up with lyrics fast
enough. That came up fast.
It's coming out, Joe. Keep it going. Let it flow. Come on,
but
baby.
There's other times.
Let the anger come on, baby.
There's other times when it just when it steams up and you get that psychoacoustic glint in your eye, and it's like
psychoacoustic glint.
And I know we're onto something, and it's like, go, Stephen, keep the tape going, Tobe.
Psychoacoustics is when you hear something that you think is there that isn't there because you thought it was, but it doesn't matter if it isn't because you know it is.
I understand.
It's like acoustics is like, especially with pure stringed instruments and coming off of a wood residency board, sounding board. You get these pure tones that are acoustics. It's like when you play and you touch the string up on the fret like Joe and Brad do. And sometimes when 2 or 3 of those get together, they bleed into something else. They turn into something. The pure tone fuses into something, and sometimes it sounds like a fiddle. Sometimes you hear people talking in there. Of course, I could be taken away and put in a straitjacket now for this type of stuff. What else do you hear in there, Stephen? And so sometimes when I hear that, I say, Joe, do you hear strings in there? And he'll say, yeah. And I'll say, well, then should we put strings on there, or do you think everybody else will hear that too? And that's the type of stuff that's really interesting for me in the building of songs. So anyway, so Don't Get Mad, Get Even. The front of Don't Get Mad, Get Even needed something, so one of those instruments that this Randy Rain Rouge brought down was a didgeridoo, which comes from Australia.
I stick it in the top of an anthill and leave it there for about 5 months and come back, and it's all eaten out. And
it's a eucalyptus branch, and they stick it in a termite hill. They have huge termite hills there, and they leave it there for a month or two, and the termites eat the inside out, and they blow on it, and it goes wow, and they do wow. And you'll hear, and you'll hear in the front of this. We use 2 of them in stereo, and it gives the lowest hum. I could not find it on the synthesizer, so it was so. I mean, it's one of those things that's always been here that you go, holy shit, that's a synthesizer. You say, no, it isn't, man. It's something that Aborigines have been blowing for thousands of years. So we stuck it on the front of it with a couple of slapsticks that are from Indonesia. This stuff that was in this guy's house, I want you to know, was like stuff that is indigenous of the regions that he went and camped out in. He would stay with these natives, and so all the stuff was like thousands of years old that had been played and handed down through the centuries. So to put something like that on your album is, I think, it's a heady thing to do, but it's a risk, and it's all those things wrapped up in one, and I think it really fuses and ties this album up together.
Don't Get Mad, Get Even. There's Aerosmith from their new Pump album. What are you guys listening to at the minute? Who are your favorites?
Oh, there's a great band out called Thunder. We got a bunch of tapes, you see, because we got a bunch of tapes because we're coming over to London. We got the whole, we got most of Europe with the Cult, and when we came to over here, of course, the Cult are bigger than we are here, so they said they don't want to be on the bill and open up for us here. They want to headline themselves sometime. So we decided to do it the old-fashioned way, the way we got started. I mean, I used to play with the Kinks, and I played with Yardbirds back in '68 because they didn't bring groups with them. They used local talent. They used whoever was there and could get on the bill and had a manager and paid off this one and that one. So that's what we did. We got a bunch of tapes from some people over here, and one of those tapes is this band called Thunder, and it's real good. It's real good. Plus, King's X is great. I mean, there's a lot of new stuff coming out.
So what we're doing is we're bringing a different band in every city. There's a couple where we'll be using the same band, you know, but we're going to bring as many newcomers up as we can. And we're excited about it because we've wanted to do it for a long time, but it's really hard because of the politics involved, you know. But we're coming over here and we're going to do it.
So we can see you mid-November, just about everywhere around the UK. Everyone will get a chance to see Aerosmith this time around. You looking forward to this tour?
So much so. I mean, it's like the States is like, well, you know, it's our home territory, and we're pretty well known over there. But we haven't been over here in so long that the kids just hear about what we are, and they don't know firsthand. So it's like winning over a whole new market again. So it's like, hey, you know,
hungry.
Oh man, and it's scary. I'm scared to death, but I can't wait, which makes it all the more fun because I'm getting that rush that I'm not supposed to get.
You know, it's like we want to come over and show that we're really not Run DMC's backup band, but in fact we have a career of our own, you know.
Notice how I didn't mention that record.
But that's okay, because that, you know,
that was fun,
yeah, again, we were just climbing out of that hole we'd nicely gotten ourselves into and pulled the dirt up in over.
Shoveling the dirt in, you know.
You know, and it's like, so we climbed out of that hole, and lo and behold, I got the right key, baby, but the wrong keyhole. You know, it was a good thing, breaking down the walls between black and white, and the rap folks figuring out that we had that rap stuff long ago anyway. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. Thang.
Stephen, Joe, thank you very much.
All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you.